My first day as a hotel manager. Seeing a new guest walk through the front door, I leapt up from my seat. "Easy," said the hotel manager next to me. He placed a hand on my shoulder and guided me back into my chair like a sports trainer. "Give the front office a few minutes to do their thing," he spoke softly. "The reception are going to do a lot more for them tonight than you and I are." I nodded and eased back into my seat. "Okay," I said as I straightened my shirt and tie. I was anxious. I was excited. I'd just drunk a large coffee and could hardly sit still. In hotel school I'd moved through the departments, but as my graduation approached, choosing a speciality had proved to be difficult. Ultimately I had settled on becoming a trainee manager, but that night was my debut in the big show, a 24-hour shift taking care of duty management and responding effectively to anyone and everything that might come my way. I had to sleep in the hotel that night. My friends later said that I looked nervous. "I know this is your first night in the hotel, so let's go over a few things," my new hotel manager said. "Great," I replied. "Just relax," he said, "and take a look around." Together we scanned the fluorescent office and the security cameras of an enclosed space containing hundreds of guests and staff bustling between them. Until a few days ago, I'd never sat foot in a hotel apart from a holiday resort. Nothing about this hotel looked terribly familiar. I continued to study the hotel. "You are responsible for all of those people," my hotel manager went on. He wiped off the bagel crumbs on his suit and leaned in close to me. "We have to work as a team. Everything is teamwork, so I need to know what you're able to do. The more you can do, the more time I have to think about my reports. So rather than listing the what you can't do, tell me what you can do." My mind went blank. Well, I glanced at the hundreds of people through the cameras. The learning curve in hotels was going to be steep. Finally, the hotel manager broke the silence. "All right," he said, "I'll start. Can you check a guest in?" "No." "Can you clean a bedroom?" "No." "Can you run a restaurant or a bar?" "I'd love to learn." He smiled. "Did you actually go to hotel school?" Even I had to wonder. "I graduated 2 months ago." "Do you know how to write?" "Yes." The moment I realised just how useless a contribution I would seem to him. "And listen," he said while chewing on the stale bagel. "If I want a sandwich tonight, go to the cafeteria to get me a sandwich. And if I ask for a coffee when you return and give me the sandwich, do you know what you should do? Get you a coffee?" "Correct. And if you keep me well fed and caffeinated, I will be happy. And if I'm happy, I will feel inspired to teach you a thing or two." My hotel manager turned and looked me up and down while grabbing another bagel. You may be thinking, why is the hotel manager treating me so badly? I shook my head. "Well," he returned to the computer, "I'm stuck in this enclosed unit for the next 20-something hours. I can't leave. The only way I can step outside of this hotel is if a fire occurs and the hotel starts to burn. Got it? And if that happens, you're alone in here. It's just you, all alone. And then," he said, spinning his hand once around his head, "now, if you keep me well fed and caffeinated, I will be happy. And if I'm happy, I will feel inspired to teach you a thing or two about how to actually be a hotel manager." And that was the truth of it. My first hotel manager, 20 years my senior, would essentially be teaching me how to become a hotel manager. But the guts of the next 18 months, the hour to hour I'd spend hooked to my first hotel manager. "I want nothing more than to keep those guests happy," I offered, perhaps a touch too quickly. He waved his hand at me. Yeah, just show up on time and work hard." This I could do. Looking at you, I'm thinking two things. my hotel manager said. One, you kind of look like someone I know. What's the other thing? I asked the hotel manager. He smiled. You look terrified. I am. Good. Go and greet our new hotel guest then.